This podcast is being recorded and produced on Gadigal land.
We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this country and elders past present.
We extend our respect to any First Nations, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
I'm Brittney Saunders.
And I'm alright, hey.
And you have made your way onto our close friends list.
Because you don't put the juiciest gossip on your main story, doll. You keep it for your close friends.
And that's exactly what these episodes are for, so let's get into it.
Now, I saw you've got a FAYT Mobile, love. What's going on there?
Tell me why that is the most exciting thing in my adult life so far.
Buying a van?
Yes, I never could have imagined that I would be growing up and getting excited about buying a Toyota Hiace. But I fucking am. It's the best purchase I've ever made.
Really?
I don't know.
It's up there, though.
Yeah.
It's up there. When I saw your stories of you being like, I've just bought a car, I'm like, what? Why? It's so out of character for you to, first of all, just randomly buy something like that, and second of all, put it on your stories. And then when you said it was going to be a work van, I went, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So we obviously move a lot of shit around with the business. And my poor car, which is a luxury car, it gets treated like a fucking bus.
Yeah.
My back seats are never not up. They're always down, and I'm loading shit into there. And AJ's got a Triton, which is like a ute that he's had for 16 years, and it's on its last legs. And for the longest time, we've wanted a van. We've always said we need a van just to cart fucking stock around and what have you. And so we were just driving one Saturday, I think. We went past the Toyota in Newcastle, and there it was on it was on a corner block, and it was right there on the corner. And we were like, let's go take a look. So we went in. We took it around the block and we said, sold. It has to have been the easiest sale that car salesman has ever made. I've got to say, though, he was the least car salesy salesman I've ever met in my life. He just felt like a friend. Maybe that was his whole
that's his
thing.
tactic, yeah.
So we want to get this van to obviously help us in our business. We're about to move a warehouse as well, so that's going to come in handy. And fucking wish me luck for that.
Yeah.
Are you coming to help?
If you want my help, I will.
That could be good content, Matt.
Yeah, for sure.
It could be good, Matt. And you know how we made that TikTok and reel the other day of you bossing me around when we were trying to do that Taylor Swift transition thing?
Yes.
We could then continue that
Yes.
in this. And you're bossing me around in my own workplace.
Well, what's funny is that's just me.
Yeah.
So that video, that's literally just the behind the scenes of us trying to film a video. Me going, no, Brittney,
Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. So yeah, I could definitely, I don't even think we'd have to act that one out. I genuinely just would be bossy.
You would. And I think people would love to see that.
Okay. Well, yeah,
Let's make it happen. I drive here enough for you, so I feel like you owe me one trip.
And then I can finally try one of those outdo mac and cheese, whatever the fuck's going on there, toasties. Oh, it's all I think about day in, day out. So yeah, okay, we're on with that, yeah.
Okay, it's happening. So anyway, we've got this van, obviously for a practical purpose, but I'm thinking it is giving me flashbacks to when I would be little in the car and the radio's on, and then it's like, come find us, the Nova van. We're down at Bondi Beach. We're giving out free milks and newspapers. And I'd be like, please, Mum, can we go and find it? And Mum's like, I'm not fucking going there. That's completely out of the way.
See, my mum loved that. She was all about that. She was
Really?
like, kids, you want a K-Zone magazine? Let's go down to Shelley Beach. They're there now. You can get a blueberry muffin and a banana.
It was always chocolate milk too, I remember. So then I'm thinking, this is a great investment, this van, because we're going to get a lot of use out of it. It's going to be practical. But I'm also seeing it as a driving billboard.
Yeah, okay.
And an opportunity for us to have it as an activation and have people come and find us and we give them free shit. So since we've got it, we've taken it to the local car wrapping place and we're getting it fully wrapped in FAYT branding. And it's a white van, but we're wrapping it fully black. Did you know? I love that you can just change the colour of your car if you want. Again, something that I never thought I would enjoy in adult life.
Yeah.
We're wrapping it black and getting the white FAYT logo all over it in diagonals. I went to a Tyre Power or something, and I walked in literally yesterday, and I said, hello, I've got a van, a Toyota Hiace, and it's got fugly hubcaps, like, you know, those
Yeah.
tinny looking things.
Yep.
And I said, I want to get some rims for it. And the guy goes, rims for a van?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I felt so dumb. He's like, you want to put rims on a van? And I'm like, yes, because it's going to be like, it's going to look really cool. And I don't want these disgusting plastic hubcaps on it. And he was like, no one ever puts rims on a van.
But you're going to be the first because that's what you do.
But
So
I
did he let
swear-
you?
So then he was full doubting me at the start. And then in my mind, I'm thinking back to my metal militia days. I would hang out with boys that would drive hotted up vans that were lowered and the ass was dragging on the ground
Yeah.
and they had rims. So I'm thinking it's not impossible. He's like, all right, let me make a couple calls and see what I can do. But no one does that. And I'm like, righto. He calls up one guy. Can you help me out here? He goes, I've got a doozy for you.
What? Ew, I hate man. I hate man.
He's like, I've got a doozy. And I went, oh. Anyway,
You know, if AJ went in and asked the same question, he'd be like, bro, that's sick.
AJ was with me.
Oh my God.
But I was the one doing the talking. And so he called this one rep, I don't know, and he's like, do you have anything that's going to fit a 22 high ace? And he's like, nah. And he's like, oh, nah, it's a no.
Is it high ace or highest?
High ace.
High ace?
Yeah.
Okay, I call it a Toyota Hiace.
I think it's a high ace. I don't know.
Uh.
Same, but different. Then he calls up his other friend. Again, I've got the high ace. She's wanting to put rims on it. Not rims, but just like some nice black spokes, you know?
Mm.
And so, turns out there is one set in the country that will fit because vans have different brakes and shit. Like he was trying to explain to me, that's why people don't put rims on them because it's just a different type of car and wheel.
Yeah.
There's one set in the country that will fit. Like, not only will it work, but it's the same size as my wheels. So I've ordered them.
Nice.
And then he comes out to the van at the end and he's like, oh, these vans are actually pretty nice, aren't they? They're pretty good. And he's like, looking at the wheels, he's like, these wheels are going to look sick on it. And I'm like, at the start, you made me feel like a dickhead for wanting to put rims on it. Look at me. I'm going back to my metal militia days.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're getting this promotional van. I'm just so excited about it because I'm going to be able to drive it down on Mondays for the podcast and people are going to be seeing our logo as I'm driving on the freeway. That is free promotion, which means the fucking 60 grand that we paid for the car, it's basically free because we're going to make 60 grand in sales when people go, what's FAYT? And they look it up and they make a purchase.
Also, did you have lots of people use the high scrollers code?
Oh, that's a good question. For those of you that didn't listen to our last main episode, I think it was, not the last one but the one before, I put a sneaky FAYT discount code for 15% live. Let's take a little look at how many people used it. But in saying that, they're only going to use it if they listened all the way to the end. And so if you
And if they want to shop on FAYT.
But this goes to show how many
That's
people...
why you should listen to the end, because
Exactly.
you never
We're going to start putting little things in the end.
You never know.
Only 17 people used it so far.
But to be fair, the episode only went live yesterday. We are
By the time we're
recording-
recording this, yeah.
Yeah.
So 17 people have used it since yesterday?
And it's active for, I think, another
A week, yep.
We are recording this one early because we're busy,
And
darling.
we're busy and
very
organised at the
busy.
same time.
So you're getting custom plates for the FAYT Mobile?
I've already got it.
Oh,
it
what
says
is it?
FAYT, but the A is a 4.
Oh, that's camp.
Because, like, FAYT was gone. Like, someone else has got it.
Oh, FAYT?
Yes.
Oh,
I
that's
couldn't
weird.
get that. So, like, someone else is out there driving around FAYT plates, but I've got FAYT.
But maybe they, like, because you know how people can buy domains?
Maybe they bought that.
Yeah, and then so that if you ever
But
wanted
it's like
them, you'd have to...
$500 a year. Like, good
Oh,
luck.
okay.
Like, paying that if someone has done that. But, you know, I'm going to be driving it down on Mondays as promo. We've decided that there's always going to be a big box in the van full of freebies so that like we're going to encourage people to come knock on the window if they see me or AJ in it. We'll hand out like FAYT merch and stuff like combs, accessories, drink bottles, whatever.
Yeah.
Why don't one day we drive it together in Sydney?
And we'll just say, like, this is where we are.
Yeah.
Come find us. We're only going to be here till 1 o'clock, and then whoever can make it, then we'll drive somewhere else and be like, we're only going to be here till 3 o'clock.
Yep. We could do a whole scavenger hunt
We'll
with
do it on like a Saturday so that people can actually come, because a lot of people will be at work throughout the week.
We will absolutely do a FAYT scavenger
Or
hunt.
we could just say we're doing FAYT scavenger hunt on Monday, on like because you will be down anyway, and then we can record the podcast and then go. And do. Oh, this is good. See, now my brain's reeling. I'm going.
It's great.
What can
the
we do? How can we
content
make
that's
this so
going to come out
fun?
of this van
Yeah,
is
for
not just a
sure.
van.
For
It is
sure.
a piece of marketing material.
Also, seeing as we're talking about fate, I did see the Facebook page, and I'm sure other pages, posted the other day a Zephyr set. The name of the set was Zephyr. Is that right? Is that how you say that?
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that the photo came up, and I was like, Zephyr. First of all, before I get into what I want to actually ask you, what does Zephyr mean, or where'd that come from?
It's just a random
Do
name.
you still name all of the clothes?
Yep.
Yes. Because when you first started FAYT,
Mm-hmm.
your clothes were all boys' names.
Yes.
I don't know if Zephyr is a boy's name or
I
not,
think
right?
it could be like unisex.
Yeah,
Is that
okay.
even like a person's name?
I'm not sure.
When we're naming our items, people always say, like, how do you name your items? Because you're coming out with so many.
Mm-hmm.
We honestly go on the internet and look up lists of names.
Okay.
And then depending on what the item is, we want to
just
have a
see.
certain vibe. Like
Yeah.
all of our jeans have like more masculine, cool names. Like we've got Baldwin, Billy, Axel. Like they're all the names of our jeans. And then if you're doing like a girly dress, you'll have like Giselle or, you know, Zabana or like whatever.
Yeah.
But that's the thought process behind naming pieces.
So when you first started FAYT, I remember you telling me with your first drop,
It was all men's
it was
names.
all men's names.
Mm-hmm.
So when did that change, and was there a reason, or did you just run out of men's names?
I ran out of men's names.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess it changed really quickly. Like within the first year or two of FAYT, that's when we stopped doing all guys' names. It was cool when we started, but then as we started doing more styles and things were becoming more feminine, I guess, like we weren't always doing basics that could have like a unisex or male name.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the female sort of sounding names came into play. And I ran out of names to do. Like I wasn't going to call it like Bronson and Ben. Like, you know, I was trying to use like cool guys'
Cool
names.
name. So there was never a dress called the Matthew dress?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. Well, I don't blame you for that, to be honest. But you didn't run out of names. You just wanted to have cool names.
Yeah, I ran out of cool names.
Did you ever use Richard?
No.
Did you ever use William?
Nope.
Did you ever use Skylar?
No, we haven't.
Oh,
Could
that's
use
fun.
that. I'll write that down.
Did you ever use AJ?
No, but I'll tell you what. One thing that we said years ago that I want to make happen again is we thought that we should get AJ to design his own dress. And so he does a really bad drawing because obviously he can't draw.
Mm.
He's good at a lot of things, but not drawing, and has terrible handwriting.
Yeah, he's a straight man.
We thought we could get AJ to draw a dress and then we make it into something actually really nice. And then we do call it the AJ dress. And it's kind of like an inside joke, but it's a cool piece that people can buy.
That's nice. I like that idea.
And there's a cool
God,
piece.
how... I just want to like lobotomize you and
What?
find out, like do brain surgery and carve your brain open and go, how does this bitch have so many ideas?
I'm just an ideas person.
You are an ideas person, but you just think of things like, and I go, in what world? How did you think that?
See, but I think that about a lot of other business owners, and I'm always thinking, fuck, like, why didn't I think of that? Like, Hailey Bieber with her fucking lip gloss iPhone case, that is taking a simple, like, what I think is going to be a massive trend in 2024 in, like, business and product world is your everyday products elevated or made a little bit different, and that's an amazing example of that.
What did she do?
She has a new phone case that you can slot her lip oil into so that you carry around your lip oil, which is your everyday product, on your phone case, which is your everyday product. And she did a selfie in the mirror and it's got her lip oil like that in it. And I'm like, that's fucking amazing. So I always feel that way about other people. And we're seeing so many everyday products become elevated. Think of the July suitcases. Like, that's just a suitcase, but look how much we're paying. Look at drink bottles. We're paying $80 for a drink bottle. That's a phone case, but she's made it bougie. That's what's going to trend moving forward, is those everyday little things that you use elevated.
And so can we see FAYT bringing out some little day everything?
Yes.
Everyday
already
little
working on
things?
it. Samples are on the way.
Yeah, of course. Good. Good to hear. Well, Joel, I, for one, am very excited to be driven around in the FAYT Mobile.
I can't wait. We're going to book it in ASAP. I've sent the mock-up to the designer. It takes them 2.5 days to wrap the car, and then I'm going to be on the road down to Sydney in the FAYT. It's called the FAYT Mobile. And I said on my story as well, sorry, I keep fucking talking in this episode, I want people to have like a special honk that they do at us when they see the car, but we can't because it's illegal.
Yeah, true.
You get fucking fined big time if you honk.
True.
Why?
True. I think you can only use it in emergency, right?
Yeah.
Not me. I'm in my honking era. I'm fucking honking anyone and everyone. Seriously. Anyway, doll, we better get out of here. We've got to stop waffling on.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone. If you see me on the road in the FAYT Mobile, maybe don't honk because you'll get fined, but flag me down, make me pull over, put my hazards on because I'm going to have freebies in there, and maybe you'll see Matt too. And that's like $20 charge for people to meet you.
Yeah, nice.
Because we're cash grabbers.
Nice.
And remember, Matt, what happens in the FAYT Mobile stays in the FAYT Mobile.
Except the freebies, we hand those out.